Hey, what's up, everybody, and good morning, and welcome to my channel, The Actual King Smith. I am King, and I'm streaming live across multiple platforms, and this is Coffee and Crypto with King. Except for today, I don't have coffee. I've got this Monster Hydro Energy Water thing right here, and it is not too bad. It is not too bad. So, this morning, I want to go over this article that I found on Coinbase.com, and it was useful tips and things from expert Ray Tong, who got into Bitcoin back in 2011 and has accumulated a crap ton of it. And according to this article, hasn't sold any of it. I was reading his tips and things that he had, and I thought that it was a really good, quick article that gave you some actionable, useful information, and I wanted to share it. So the link to this article is going to be in the description of this video if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. If you're catching it on Twitter or Twitch, go to my YouTube and Facebook if you want to get the link to this article. All right. It is Monday, January the 3rd. Before we get into the article, let's go and see what the crypto market is doing and put this up on the screen here according to CoinGecko. All right. We're still sitting at around a 2.39 trillion market cap. Bitcoin is still under 50 grand, which that's disappointing. That is definitely disappointing because a lot of crypto experts had Bitcoin sitting at around 100K by the end of the year, and it didn't quite hit that mark. And I'm wondering if one of the major factors and reasons for that happening was the rise of altcoins and too many options. That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Because if you've been tracking, which I haven't really been fully tracking this, but I remember when the coins, according to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, but we don't use them over here, was just over 10,000. And now we're sitting at 12,183 different coins or cryptocurrencies that are out there in the market. A lot of them, no useful utility use case or really reason whatsoever. Okay. But the rise of the meme coins and different things like that has allowed people that don't even really have decent developer skills to be able to create a cryptocurrency and put it out there in the market for other people to see. So I'm wondering if that had a play or a reason for Bitcoin not really hitting that. Uh, well, it did hit a trillion in market cap, but it hasn't stayed there. So I'm wondering if that was one of the biggest factors or biggest reasons for it. Okay. But let's see where my favorite plays are at. You got XRP here still sitting under $1. Cardano still under $2. Hey, look, a lot of these, I'm like, if you've got the capital forward and you have your targets, which we're going to talk about as well, then I see a lot of things that are still on a discount or on sale, especially crypto.com, which I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video. I'm not going to get too much into it today, but my Q1 2022 accumulation is around crypto.com and VVS Finance. Okay. And I'm going to get into it specifically tomorrow why I'm trying to amass as much of VVS Finance and crypto.com as I can. Okay. So that's the cryptocurrency market cap according to CoinGecko and just highlighting some of the things that I'm looking at. All right. Now, let's get into the tips here, and then I got to take my butt to work. So, according to this article, it doesn't say who it was written by. It doesn't say who it was written by. But Ray Tong stumbled across Bitcoin before most people had heard of it, okay? While he was in college in 2011. He got his first Bitcoin when they were just under $10. Oh man, think about that for a second. He got into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $10. Let's just say he bought 10 Bitcoin when it was $10, and at current price, what would he have? Now I can't do quick math like that in my head like some people can. So that same 10 bit, let's say $100 about 10 years ago would be half a million, and that's just assuming he didn't put anything else into it. It didn't. He didn't add any more capital or anything like that. That's insane. 10 years now. 10 years. $100. 474,000. All right. Oh man, it says he got his first Bitcoin when they were just under 10, which required a trip to Walgreens to send a Western Union payment to a stranger on the other side of the planet. Okay, so I'm assuming he got it from a trader who was probably mining it and sent it to him. I wish that they got a little bit more into the how on this part, but it is what it is. He said, and then Bitcoin's price quickly shot up to $30, and he was hooked. He got deeper into trading it while he was working at Facebook, and now he has a day job of managing online fashion site Farfetch and managing his crypto portfolio in the evening, like some people are. All right. So then it goes into what Ray says is advice that people should kind of stick to. And I agree with all of his points, every last single one of them. Okay. The part that's crazy to me, and it even says right here, he knows it sounds crazy to some people, but the dude hasn't sold any Bitcoin since 2014. At first, it was simply because he didn't know how to handle the tax implications of taking profits. But as Bitcoin's potential as a store of wealth emerged over the years, it just became a strategy for him. And he's quoted as saying, I just kept buying and held off selling, which obviously tremendously helped with the 2017 bubble. So the best trade I've done is probably literally doing nothing. And that's what I'm doing with VVS Finance. This one right here, just buying and holding because I've got other cryptocurrencies, right? Like my portfolio is an interesting one. I've shared with y'all what my portfolio is. It is largely around Saitama, Shiba, Impact XP, VVS Finance, CRO, Ripple, I'm sorry, XRP, and Safe Mode. Okay, those are like my seven that I'm trying to go ham on. One of those, I can tell y'all right now, I'm just simply going to buy as much as I can and hold as long as I can. And that is VVS Finance, which is on the DeFi crypto.com DeFi wallet or DeFi app. Okay, they have a stake and forget method where you can load in your VVS Finance and auto stake it, and it will compound earn while it's doing its thing. Okay. And I only have a couple of hundred on that account. Like I'll tell you, I'm trying to figure out how to show it because I don't like doing videos where I record it and then edit it and then post it that way. I'd rather do stuff live because that saves me time. So if I could figure out how to screencast my iPhone, I'll show it because I think that it's a pretty interesting uh, strategy for that one specifically, and for it to be on the Cronus blockchain with the marketing power of crypto.com, I think VVS Finance is going to do something. How do I say this? It's going to be a great decision for me to just do what Ray did with Bitcoin, and that's just simply buy as much as I can when I can and hold. Just simply give it time. Okay. Just simply give it time. So that's one way of kind of looking at some of these different cryptocurrencies that um, that you're buying and things like that. All right. There's no one right way of doing anything. It depends on what you are trying to do for you. I know for me in VVS Finance, it's a buy and hold. It's a buy and hold for 5, 6, 10 years, like this guy did with Bitcoin, and just let it do its thing. Imagine if Bitcoin had some type of stake and auto compounding, and you did that over 10 years. That'd be insane. Okay. His second tip is this: resist FOMO, which FOMO means fear of missing out. I had to learn that one. I was like, what the hell is FOMO? Okay. It says, no matter how good your timing is, you're never going to be perfect. That's because we can't predict the future. Okay. We can only analyze and take a look at what happened in the past and what's going on in current market situations. You'll regret getting into rising coins late and not abandoning seeking one sooner. I've done this. I'm telling y'all right now. I've seen some stuff that was on some green candles, and I'm like, I don't even know what this coin does, but I see that it's making people money. So I did no research and just got into it. And then the coin tanked and I lost money and I was negative. All right. It happens. You will have FOMO. Resist as much as you can. Now, on my own channel, y'all have seen me YOLO right into something like Impact XP. I've said, you know what? I know that it's on a green candle right now. I can see that the volume is high. There's a lot of buyers, and I don't want to miss out, if you will. But I've already got a position in XRP, and my reason for getting into it is I still plan on buying Impact XP because I see, or it is my opinion, that the value is going to go up. So I dollar cost average my way, as the price goes up. Okay, I dollar cost average my way in, um, so that I can still get positions into it, accumulate my holdings, even though the price is higher or it might be going up. And we've got somebody in the chat that says it's happened with all of us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ken, I'm gonna put that one on the screen. Shout out to you for checking out my live stream early in the morning before I start my job. Abo Aluo. I might have messed your name all up, and if I did, I apologize. All right. Ray goes on to say one thing that helps is to set targets. He says, let's say Ethereum is $500. Set a target to sell maybe 10% of it when it hits 1,000, and you're taking some profits, that way. And then he goes on to say, and 10% more when it hits another 1,500. Having that kind of framework is very useful. This is what one of my buddy does. He has a stream deck that he programs to show the prices of his cryptocurrency. Okay. He's not like a developer or anything like that. It's a pretty common thing that you could do if you understand the technology. Like I have a stream deck right now that I can put sound effects on, like this. I love my stream deck, by the way. But I don't have the prices of my cryptocurrency set on my stream deck, but he takes profits along the way, or he has his sell out buy, which is definitely very, very useful. We've got somebody else in the comment that wave. What's up, Osama CM? Thanks for joining the live stream. All right. There's a couple of more tips here, and then I got to get to work. One of the things that Ray also said is set boundaries. Sometimes friends ask Tong to suggest a good amount of money for them to put into cryptocurrency, but he thinks they're asking the wrong question. Okay, look, this one right here, I think is fantastic. Because I talk about cryptocurrency to anybody who will listen, right? But I also tell them, look, I'm not an expert. Okay. I am into Twitter and Twitter Spaces where other people come and talk about cryptocurrency. I've bought a couple of books like this one right here, written by Angelo Edwards, called The Missing School Subjects. Okay. And that one you can get on Amazon. It's a fairly easy read. All right. A lot of the stuff in that book, I kind of already known about anyway. But look, if you can explain, hey, what's the blockchain or what's cryptocurrency is useful for, I wouldn't necessarily be talking about cryptocurrency unless you want to tell people, look, I don't know what it is. I just know I'm making money doing it, which is, it's funny because you can say that and still be right, but I wouldn't necessarily call it smart. Okay. So take the time and do your research on it, because when you start making money, people are going to ask you various questions about, hey, what are you into and things like that. Have a reason for it. Shout out to Christian Joker here with the emojis. Good morning and salute. Have reasons for doing what you're doing, okay? And then with your friends, set boundaries too, because I've had people say, hey, can I send you money and you invest it for me? And I'm like, no. No, I don't want to do that, because when the tax man cometh, now it's on me to try to figure out this situation, and I don't want to do that. But what I can do is I can help you if you don't know how to set up a Coinbase account. I say, hey, go to my YouTube channel, look for the referral link, sign up, okay? And when you have your account, I'll walk you through how to make a trade if you're not comfortable doing it yourself or you don't want to make mistakes, okay? I made a lot of mistakes coming into it, not necessarily so much on applications like Coinbase, because Coinbase is pretty straightforward. KuCoin's gotten a lot easier now with the way that they have their user interface. But with DeFi, like using my hot wallet, like MetaMask or my Coinbase wallet, and connecting to Uniswap and using the DeFi way of exchanging and buying cryptocurrencies, I lost a lot of money at the beginning when I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. I definitely lost a lot of capital. So I've had to be comfortable with telling people no, first of all, and then also being comfortable letting them know too, just like I talk on my channel, these are the ones that I'm in and this is why. But it's what works for me. Okay. The day after Christmas on Boxing Day, I was at a dinner talking with some people, and everybody has their own conviction about their cryptocurrency portfolio and strategy, and that's fine. Okay, like I said, there's no wrong one right or wrong way of really taking a look at how you're building up your portfolio. It's just have a reason for doing it, right? But this one right here, setting boundaries, is being kind of crucial, especially when people know that you make money. All right. What else? He says right here, once you come up with that number, okay. He said that you should be thinking in terms of a percentage of their own investment portfolio that they want to devote. And once they come up with that number, break it down into three buckets: the percentage you want in Bitcoin, the percentage you want in Ethereum, and the percentage you want in other coins. And see, this is funny, okay? This is funny because I kind of have the exact opposite of this. Do I have Bitcoin? Yes. Do I have Ethereum? Yes. They're considered the blue chip cryptos of cryptocurrency, but they're like one and two in market cap, right? Bitcoin is just under 1 trillion, which is funny to say just under 1 trillion because it's 898 billion. And then Ethereum is at 458 billion. Okay, those are your two blue chip cryptocurrencies. So if you have those, it is King's opinion, my opinion, that it is definitely going to go up in value and you won't have to worry about too much. I kind of go the opposite direction in that a large portion of my capital are for the seven that I've talked about, constantly on my channel. And then as I get capital from various sources from time to time, I'll add to my positions in Bitcoin and Ethereum and go from there. I primarily use my Ethereum just for DeFi. I don't really hold my Ethereum. I don't really, uh, uh, squirrel it that way. And I'm just telling you, is it wrong? I don't know. I use my Ethereum for DeFi and getting ERC tokens And that's the only reason why I primarily have Ethereum. And my Bitcoin I've gotten from the referrals from Coinbase and things like that. So yeah. All right. He's got, let's see, how many more? All right. Three more things here. He talks about tracking your holdings, which look, that's boring. Who wants to do that? Okay. Ray suggests either making a spreadsheet or using one of the free tools available online to keep track of your holdings and make strategic decisions. He uses a web and mobile app offered by the crypto market info site CoinGecko, which I like CoinGecko. Okay, I have a CoinGecko account where I'll come in here after I make a trade because I'm on different exchanges. Okay, but I'll come in and I'll put my trade info from from the buy or whatnot into my CoinGecko portfolio. It's a little bit difficult on some instances, so it's not fully 100% accurate, but I make it work. I use it to give me a general idea because I don't have just one exchange that I'm using. If you're doing all of your trades into, like, let's say if you're using a centralized exchange only and it's exclusively like KuCoin or exclusively Coinbase, then you won't have to worry about tracking your holdings that way. It's all inside of that user interface and all of your information is right there. And then most of them actually, which I thought that this is pretty cool because KuCoin did it. KuCoin is my favorite exchange, but KuCoin did like a 2021 wrap up where they showed your most profitable crypto for the year, what your profits were, and a couple of other different metrics and things that made me go, huh, that was useful. So shout out to KuCoin for doing that. Okay, but if you do have different cryptocurrencies across different exchanges and portfolios, definitely track your holdings. It's work, okay? You have to sit there and uh, input data into something, but it is definitely going to be worth it for you, all right? And just like here, where he says in quotes, they provide literally every coin and every ticker symbol, and you can just manually type in how many coins you own and quickly see how they're performing against each other. Okay. Take the couple of seconds after you make a purchase to update your portfolio. I do every time. I don't like it, but I do it. I wish there was a way to import. If anybody knows how to create an API that can connect, you know what? Actually, I don't want that. Let me shut up. The last two things that Ray talks about here is research, research, research. You'll hear the words or the letters actually DYOR. Do your own research. Okay. Um, Ray reads major online cryptocurrency publications like CoinDesk and Mercari. I'm aware of CoinDesk. I'm not aware of Mercari, but there's another one. Shout out to my sponsor. I got a sponsor for my channel, y'all. We are working and finishing out the iron and details, but they're going to be like a cryptocurrency aggregate, okay, where it's a one-stop shop, like some of these other ones that are out there, but it's going to be more crypto beginner friendly. Okay, because some of these things come in with technical stuff and all this and that. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not a technical person. I am not a technical person. Okay, I like to analyze and take stuff that I see and make it make sense to me, right? Um, but when you have these cryptocurrency news aggregates, it's a great place to go and do research on what these different cryptocurrencies are. Like you might have heard of Shiba and know that, well, Shiba's a dog. Why is this a cryptocurrency or what is it doing? Um, and you can tell that when people say, "Oh, Shiba's a crap coin," it doesn't do anything. You can tell that that person hasn't done any research. Okay, because it has a swap. They're coming out with other products and things as well. They have a roadmap. So to say that it does nothing, I would tell that person to shut up because they don't know what they're talking about. Let's see. But the only source that moves at the speed of crypto is Twitter. Absolutely. I'm on Twitter all the time. Matter of fact, when I get off here and I sign in to work, I'm going to have Twitter up in the background just to hear what's going on in Twitter crypto spaces and things like that. Among his favorite follows are people from major funds who have access to vastly analytical resources than any individual trader. A few of his suggestions of people to follow: hey, look, I'm doing this article. When I read this stuff, I'm actually looking for things that I can do that's actionable. So this person is suggesting following Su Zhu, Kyle Davies, and the Spartan Group. Okay, if these are people that are on Twitter, which yep, he put their Twitter handles right here. Your boy is going to click on all three of these. I'm not going to do it live on the stream, but once the stream is done, I'm gonna click on all three of these on Twitter and I'm following them. Okay, follow the smart people. All right, people that have made money. I want to know what they're thinking about. If I have the opportunity to at least glean some type of information from them, then that's what your boy is doing. All right. Ray goes on to say, I also follow pretty much the whole team at Paradigm, which they have a Paradigm Fund Twitter handle. They're brilliant, and the stuff that they post is super technical. All right. Hey, look, even if they're posting something that's super technical and I don't understand it, if they're talking about it, I want to know about it. If I read their post and don't know what they're talking about, it forces me to dig in. See, I didn't even know that this part was coming up because I skimmed most of these just to make sure that there was enough there to talk about. But right here, this last sentence, I basically just said, okay? So research, 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 do your own research. Okay, don't just go off of what I say or somebody else say. All right, dig in and find out what that cryptocurrency is about, what their roadmap is. Does it have any type of utility or function that it's doing besides um, what you might hear? All right, and the very last thing is just think Bitcoin, not dollars. And he goes on to say it's not easy to do, but Ray suggests shifting your mindset so that Bitcoin or Ethereum becomes your crypto portfolio's base currency, as opposed to always thinking about its value in US dollars or whatever your fiat currency happens to be. Okay. My dad said, shout out to my sponsor. Yes. Yes. Hey, you just got to be consistent for the most part. All right. You just got to be consistent with this. And I'm thankful that I just stayed consistent and posted my live streams and that people do want to come on and watch it. Okay. Ray goes on to say, try to find currency you believe in the most and make that your base currency. So don't worry about as much about your holdings values in dollars from day to day. Worry about making trades that ultimately result in you getting more coins, or as the hip people say, adding to the bag. So look, let's secure the bag in 2022. Okay? Let's secure the bag in 2022. That's my plan. That is 100% my plan and exactly what I'm trying to do with a lot of my cryptocurrencies. If I get into something, like, I'll say this, for the last 6 months, all of the trades that I've made, even some of my speculative ones, I haven't sold anything on. You know, either I'm riding it up or I'm riding it down, but I haven't sold into anything. I've gotten rug pulled a couple of times. Shout out to Zeke Inu. That was my first rug pull, and it definitely taught me more about what I decided to put my capital in on. Okay. But 2022 might be the year of the altcoins. That's what a lot of people are talking about. So when you have whatever your strategy is, secure the bag, accumulate what you can on those, and just be patient. I'm gonna tell you right now, be patient. Before I sign off, I want to talk about how I got into XRP when it was under 10 cent or under 15 cent. And then as it started to rise and go up right before the whole SEC thing, I ended up selling a pretty good portion of it because I didn't necessarily have targets. I just said, oh man, this thing is making me money. Let me start kind of bringing back profits off of this. So wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but if I could do it all over again, I didn't need that money. I would have just held on and bought more. Okay. Especially if this SEC case leads favorable for Ripple. XRP is going to do numbers, plain and simple. And instead of selling off, I wish I would have just held on to my bag. Okay. So be patient. I'll tell you right now, be patient. Those that are patient and have convictions about their holdings are definitely going to be smiling several years down the line when your cryptocurrency plays pay off. Okay. Shout out to everybody that watched the stream this morning. If you're going to catch this on the replay and you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button for your boy. Help me out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here. And I might do another video today later on after work about VVS Finance, just showing y'all what it is for me. There's other videos that are out there that are probably even a lot better to watch. Let me just say that because they do editing and things like that. So it's short, succinct, and to the point. My videos don't be like that because I try to talk about the reasons why in most of my stuff, and I'm doing it live, and there's no editing. Okay, because I ain't got time for that. All right, I appreciate y'all checking out the live stream. Salute to the people that commented this morning and left emojis, and I'll be back with another Coffee and Crypto with King. Peace.